What's up, guys? Today, I'm not going to review all of these knives because I think I've reviewed all of these already. But I wanted to talk about collecting versus obsessing. And as I've been in this hobby for several years now, sometimes I work from home now in my current job, even before the whole pandemic stuff and all that. I've been working from home for about 2 years. Prior to that, I was going to the office and I would work from home occasionally here and there. The hardest part of the morning routine was figuring out what knife was I going to carry to work. And back then, I really hadn't gotten into watches yet. And listen to Nick Shabazz, do not get into watches. That's a separate video. I didn't listen. Sorry, Nick. I didn't listen. But it was really tough to figure out what knife was I going to carry today so that I didn't want to carry the same knife 2 days in a row. And I started collecting more and more knives because I needed this one, I needed that one. And I kind of got into certain makers or brands, like here's 2 Spyderco Delicas. Do I need 2 of the same knife? I mean, they're different, but they're the same. Okay, so we've got this one with the VG10 Damascus, this one with the glow-in-the-dark scales. I mean, they're different, but they're the same knife. But I had to have them both. Why? Because I'm a collector or because I'm obsessive? So there's a lot of Todd Begg stuff here and Begg Knives stuff. I had to have 2 different glimpses because, they were different. And this was the first one I got. I really wanted one with the fuller and the holes. So I had to get this one. So now I got them both. And, as you collect more and more, you want more. And then it's harder to pick what you carry. So I had some bodegas. This one came up for sale, so I had to grab it. When Jim sold it, I had to grab it. Then I had to have their offshore brand because I had to have the collection. I had to have one of each. And then I had one that's Mark Begg made for me that's one of one because, I was a collector and I had a lot. And then I ended up with 2 different field grades. Because, I wanted to have basically one of everything because I kind of got obsessed. And these had 2 different grinds. And 2 different, makeups, right? I mean, one has ceramic bearings, one has steel bearings. I don't know. Is that then now considered obsessive? I have 2 Civivi fractures. Now, granted, these were given to me by Civivi to do videos on. So these ones don't really count. But, I saw this in Jim Skelton's video. When he reviewed it, I paused the video and I literally went on the website and I ordered it right then. And then I went back and finished watching his video. That's not a normal, sane person thing, is it? I don't know. And then I told my brother about it and he went off and bought one right away. I'm not even sure if he waited for my video. But I've talked to at least 5 people that saw my video on it and bought it. This one I always wanted to check out, the 523. Ended up trading with my buddy Kyle for this one. So this one I won't throw in that obsessive category. The Viking, Kyle lent me this. Not this one. He lent me one to do a video on because he thought they were cool. I got it in hand. I instantly, before I even did my video, I went and ordered one because it was just so cool. So now it's even harder than it was 2 years ago when I was going to the office to pick what I'm going to carry that day. Because now I did get into watches. And so now I have to pick the right knife to go with the right watch. And I didn't even bring watches out here because I didn't even want to go there. So at what point do we go from collectors to obsessives? And that's a legit question to you guys to have a discussion down in the comments. And I'm not stuck on one manufacturer or one maker or one brand. I have been in the past. I'm really changing things up now. I've sold off stuff that I said I would probably not ever sell, but I've sold it. And that was because I was chasing a Grail luxury watch. And so I sold a bunch of things to pay for that. And I sold some watches to help cover it also. Ended up making more than what I bought the watch for, the Grail watch. But, I'm open to selling some big stuff now, which I never thought I would before, because I've just changed my perspective on things. Maybe less is more, right? Have you guys ever gone through that? At some points, my buddy Random Rob, my watch connection, my watch dealer, addict, enabler, whatever you want to call him. Every time anybody in our little small group chat talks about selling something, he's right off, sell them all. And the consensus is in that group now with watches is we are all sort of consolidating a little bit with our watches. I know I am. I bought my Grail watch, and I'm sure there will be a couple of other Grails that I want. I mean, there are. I'm not going to be buying a watch every week like I did before, because now I'm kind of stepped into more of that luxury world, and it's not conducive to every week. Same with the knives. I've kind of upped my game over the years, and I'm buying, more expensive, more costly custom knives. So I can't afford to buy them every week or month. So I'm still going to grow my watches. I may sell some of my lesser expensive ones. Same with the knives. I may sell some of the lower end ones. There's still some other ones that I have. I've either listed or about to list. Maybe nothing on this table exactly. Although I've considered selling one of the field grades before. And maybe I'll sell one of the glimpses now. I don't know. I'm kind of open now to selling. Once you start to sell some, it's selling the first one that's hard. Once you sell that first one, and then you sell the second and third, then it gets easier. And now you want to just sell. I don't want to be a flipper. I want to just kind of pare down my collection to quality over quantity. I think that's really what it goes. When I got into knives, it was all about the quantity. So I was buying a bunch. Now I've learned what I like in a knife, what I don't like. My tastes have changed a lot. Used to be the big, huge, overbuilt folders. Well, which I still do like. But I'm kind of now going into more higher quality. Just, it's different. I've evolved in my knife collecting. Same within my watch collecting. Start out with a bunch of affordables, and then a couple of modded, Seikos, and then got a high-end Seiko tuna, which I love. And I bought a Tag Heuer, and then I stepped into the luxury watch. So now I'm kind of ruined by the luxury watch. It far surpasses. Like, wow, yeah. There's no comparison, really. So I'm now changing my philosophy on watches and looking to do more quality than quantity. Maybe have only 3 or 4 watches. 3 or 4 nice watches and a beater G-Shock. maybe I end up with 8 or 10 or 15 knives, 20 knives, which would be a huge reduction in what I have. We won't even go there. And I end up with 10 or 15 high-end custom ones, and then a couple of beater, a Tucson that I can just carry around and not worry about, and just beat on. I don't know. I kind of went off track a little bit, but figuring out what to wear in the morning is a little bit tough for me. Or when I'm going out to dinner, or going to a birthday party, or going to some social event. Because the knife has to match the watch, or in my mind anyway, it has to. And I want to take something that, somebody might want to see if I'm going out somewhere. Because everybody knows I'm a knife guy. So a lot of times they get the question, hey, what's in your pocket? Well, I don't want to carry something that I carried the other day. And those same people are going to be like, dude, that's what you had last Saturday. So there's a lot that goes in on my mind on how things work. And I wonder, is that just me? Or do you guys have some of the same things? So let me know down below as we wrap up. Do you think about that, or do you just grab a knife and go? Am I way overthinking it? Because, I've been accused of overthinking things before. Let me know what you think. What's the difference between collecting and obsessing? Or are they one and the same? I don't know. And do you really think about what you carry when you leave the house to go to anything? And if you're working construction, maybe you take X to go do construction work. And when you go to a party or a social event, you take Y. Let me know down below. How do you guys figure out what you're carrying? And are you a collector or are you an obsessor? Let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear. And we may do another follow-up video on this because this topic really has me kind of intrigued. All right? Thanks, guys. I greatly appreciate your time. Have a fantastic day, and we'll see you on the next one.